Hello everybody, this is Starman and welcome back to Let's Play Fallout New Vegas. I am the Doctor. Well, we're here in Freeside at the gate leading to the south side of Freeside, having explored most of the north side of Freeside, and hey, there's Jacob.
Hey.
Anyway, you'll note that this area seems to be a little bit better protected and a little bit better guarded.
It's never dull in Freeside, is it?
Between things like this and like need. Ain't too bad in the West as in other places.
And yeah, the King's School of Impersonation of Enrollment. And this is one of my favorite bits of Fallout lore, because one of my favorite things about the Fallout setting is how it takes things from the real world and then shows how they might be reinterpreted by a future post-apocalyptic society that has no context for anything. So there is a world-famous Elvis impersonator school in Vegas, and the whole joke of the Kings is that this school winds up in the future post-apocalyptic world of Fallout becoming the inspiration for an entire gang who take the teachings of Elvis Presley movies and music and turn them into a religion of sorts. Thing is, it's actually a pretty solid belief system. It's very chaotic good, you know, don't be cruel, so to speak. And we can go in there, but we're going to go take a walk down this dive first.
Want to get lucky? Head on down to the Atomic Wrangler. Hey, baby. Head on down to the Atomic Wrangler if you want to have a good time.
Well, not particularly, but,
Make a brief stop at the Atomic Wrangler, where the booze is cheaper, the table's more friendly, and the women are just like the booze.
yeah, gotta love it where the, dancers are catching knives.
Ladies, you want to get your hands on some of the deadliest weapons around? Head just down the street to the Silver Rush. You won't be disappointed.
Alright, well there's the Atomic Wrangler and there's the Silver Rush. We're going to go ahead and check out the Atomic Wrangler, whose door is this way. Because one of our side quests is here, and Jacob does not appear to be doing a good job of sobering up, but then again, he wasn't the alcoholic.
Something you need, kid?
Not a kid, old man.
You've got a mouth on you, kid. If I weren't busy working for the Garretts, I might give you a few lessons in common courtesy. Get lost.
We've also got Hadrian.
Whoa, baby. Am I looking at a mirror? Or are you just that ugly?
Excuse me?
What? You mean you're not part of the act? Huh. Sorry. Thought you were the heckler Garrett hired to spice up the shows.
So you perform stand-up comedy, huh?
Yeesh, is my act that bad? Or are you just that dumb? Yeah, that's right. Got me a nice juicy contract with the management.
Judging from the economic state of Freeside, they can't be paying you that much.
Okay, I admit it. I ain't exactly rowing in caps here. But what do you want? I'm under contract. I can't get out.
So who are you exactly?
Either you need to get your eyes checked, or that famous fleeting thing is true. And since I happen to be world famous, you must be going blind. Name's Hadrian. You never saw a ghoul in a suit before, huh? Of course, you don't exactly strike me as the worldly type.
Depends on what world.
Yeah, go on.
Anyway, Hadrian is a
I've
Don...
got nothing against the girls. But I think if someone has a girl of their own, they don't belong with a prostitute.
Okay, well, it's getting a little clingy and possessive, I think. But not much. You know, some guards. We can cash in our chips to... Or, you know, cash in money.
Well, hello, pretty lady.
We can play roulette.
Moved out. One less mob of degenerates to worry about, if you ask me.
And you can also play blackjack. You can also play the slot machines. Of course, you need chips before you can do that. And interesting thing, they will convert Legion money and NCR dollars. But this is in fact one of the folks we came here to see.
Shove off. You're making my luck turn bad.
I'm here to talk with you about ending your employment with the Crimson Caravan Company.
Fuck no. No matter what that old bitch McLafferty says, my dad said I could be in charge of the New Vegas branch. Besides, I got into a little money trouble with the Omertas. If I quit the Crimson Caravan, how am I supposed to get the money to gamble?
So you don't have the money yet? I'll let them know about that. Or the NCR thinks pretty highly of me. Let's say get word to your parents. Or maybe we can make a deal. What do you want in exchange for quitting?
I want my debt with the Omertas paid off. And I want one of those severance package things. A big one.
Yeah, pay out the Omertas, sure, but you don't get a single cap more. Never mind.
Done.
Yeah, we'll go with speech option.
What? No, wait. Look, I just need time. Don't rat me out to them. You want me to quit the Crimson Caravan? Fine, I quit. You can tell McLafferty that she won't see my face again.
Alright, well with that done, let's go ahead and talk to the lady in charge.
I hear you've been helping out around town. It's much appreciated, friend.
What goods and services do you have to offer?
We've got liquor, chems, and whores aplenty. Pick your fix, and we'll oblige. Our only rule is no sampling the merchandise. Caps paid in advance. If you'd like to do a bit of gambling, we have an exchange at the back of the casino on the left.
Now, let's see what you have on tap.
Caps up front.
And it is mostly liqueur, but we can get some Sunset Sarsaparilla.
Since you're new, I'll lay out the rules for you. The prostitutes here aren't slaves. They decide who they service. You best make a good first impression if you want what they have to offer. Rooms are just a few caps a night. Your choice of company is extra, assuming anyone's taken a liking to you.
Which is shockingly progressive for most of the places employing people of negotiable affection in the Fallout universe.
Rooms are just a few...
And then, do you have any work you need done around here?
I have some work I need handled. Back before we instituted the caps up front rule, we used to allow customers tabs. Well, needless to say, a few customers snuck out without paying their bills. We need someone to collect. The job would pay a percentage.
Yeah, we'll have to shoot someone because I really want to shoot someone. That sounds good, so long as I don't have to kill anyone.
I'd prefer you not kill anyone with a debt. It's a bit difficult to collect on a corpse. Just get the caps from them. After that, I couldn't care less what happens to those deadbeats.
Got yourself a deal.
Great. There are 3 people who need to be tracked down. A real mixed basket of fruits. Their names are Grex, Santiago, and Lady Jane.
Lady Jane?
Lady Jane fancies herself a high roller. She's just another dirtbag NCR prospector. I'm not sure where to find her. I hear she's run goods for the followers of the apocalypse in the past, but other locals might know more. She owes us 250 caps.
Alright.
Alright, 50-50 it is. But you better bring back all of the caps. If we hear you crossed us, the next bounty hunter will be coming for you.
Grex?
Grex is a bit cracked, but mostly harmless. Just don't mention anything about his lazy eye. He owes 138 caps and should still be around Freeside.
Santiago?
Santiago is a suave son of a bitch, but a total pansy when it comes to fisticuffs. He owes 212 caps and should be around Freeside as well.
That's all for now.
Anything?
And that's all we can get from Francine, but we can also talk to her brother.
Hey, chum. Welcome back.
Well, this is my first time here, but thank you. And we can, in fact, ask him right off the bat, the Flowers need to find somebody to trade for with supplies.
Really now? This is news. We could possibly supply what they need, but they would need to supply us in kind. They have the tech know-how to make our stills work more efficiently. Pure alcohol means we can get our customers drunk quicker. Getting our customers drunk quicker means more caps spent at the tables and stuffing slots, if you know what I mean. Plus, the extra alcohol can serve as surgical disinfectant for their needs. The followers are a good lot. They've stitched up our boys in the past.
Might be able to work something out.
Good. We can supply them with all the med-X they need. For the fixer, we'll only be able to send over some basic drug components. We're not in the business of getting people off drugs, so we don't really dabble in that side of things. The followers should be able to whip some up with what we have available, though. They just need to agree to fix up our stills and keep them maintained, plus cover the cost for raw materials needed to make the alcohol.
And then how's business?
We ain't scraping to get by, if that's what you're asking.
Any work you need done?
We've got the basics covered, but now you mention it, we have had unusual requests from some of our wealthier customers. If you can recruit escorts to match these customers' proclivities, I'd be willing to pay you finder's fees.
What sort of proclivities are we talking about here?
Our wealthiest client has a thing for ghouls and a thing for cowboys. He wants an escort who can satisfy both fetishes. Plenty of customers have said they'd be willing to pay extra for a suave talker, someone who can fake the boyfriend experience real good. And then there's these disgusting robot fetishists you may have heard about. Well, those creeps want a sex bot. Have you ever run across a sex bot? Not that I'd ever want one within 100 feet of me, but I gotta be a businessman about it.
Methinks the fellow doth protest too much. I'll see if I can find any suitable candidates.
Just direct them to the Wrangler. I'll pay you when they show up.
And we can also pay to improve our reputation in Freeside, but ours is already pretty good. Any idea where I should look for the sex bot?
The best place to start would be with Ralph, at Mick and Ralph's over on the east end of Freeside. Other than that, your guess is as good as mine.
And do you have anything for sale?
Sure.
And no fixer. Which is what we really need at the moment, but...
Yep.
That has given us quests aplenty for the moment.
Rats.
Wanna get lucky?
Come to the Silver Rush for all your energy weapon needs.
And we're almost to the gate of Vegas proper. And we will be going through there soon, but not too soon. I am heading down this way because the first one of our marks happens to be in a camp right here by the gate.
Hello there.
Lady Jane.
Hello. Lovely to meet you.
Who are you?
I haven't the time to speak to commoners such as yourself.
Uh-huh.
Hello. Lovely to meet you.
Yes, you have no time to speak to me, but you'll be polite about it at least.
In that case, I suppose you're here to collect. I apologize, but I simply do not have enough caps on me to cover the debt. If someone were to recover my caravan from that cave, I could easily pay in full. But who would bother with such a mess?
Gee, some schmuck like me, probably, but I find it hard to believe you ran from your caravan without taking something.
I'm short 90 caps or so, but I have a few cartons of cigarettes and some sensor modules I could put toward my debt. At this point, I'll have to return to California to start anew. I haven't got a cap to my name.
And there goes Lady Jane.
You look new to Freeside, so here's a little advice, friend. Don't go past the Southgate greeter without talking to it first.
Thanks for the free advice. Who are you?
The name's Old Ben. I've been living in Freeside since the day I was born.
Very sharp dressed for a guy living in Freeside.
I've done a bit of everything around here. Courier, butcher, crier, escort, gun for hire. Some of which I'm not proud of, but I do my best to help around town when needed.
Courier? I used to be a courier before I got shot in the head.
Exactly one of the reasons I got out of that job. Too many shifty characters looking to have someone else move their hot items.
Butcher? How'd you get into that?
My father ran a butcher shop here in town, but business went downhill when another vendor started selling this strange meat at half our prices.
That seems odd.
You're telling me. Not long after my father's shop went under, and he passed away from the loss, people around town started experiencing shakes.
What, protein
No one
shakes?
shakes like that unless they're eating human flesh. But no one would believe me. This sick bastard gradually went insane and passed away. Wasn't long before someone moved into the guy's place and found half-buried human remains in the crawl space. I didn't bother saying "told you so."
Crier, what was that job?
After a while, I made enough money to get a passport into Vegas. Back then, you could get approved for entry for a fraction of what it costs now. Well, I got a job working as a crier outside of the Tops, advertising for the local talent performing at the casino. That didn't last long.
What happened?
Well, being a suave young guy, I chatted up the ladies from time to time, and one of the manager's girls started to take a liking to me. I never touched the woman, but the jealous prick decided it was my time to go. He framed me by saying I'd stolen from the casino. Sure enough, a few grand was missing from the casino vault. I have to assume the bastard stole the funds and figured I was a convenient fall guy.
Wrong place at the wrong time, if you ask me. But yeah, let's go if that's horrible.
Yeah, but what can you do? I was stripped of my casino apartment and all of my belongings, and booted back into Freeside. From there, I didn't have a lot of career options, as my rep was destroyed. So the escort job sort of fell into my lap. No pun intended.
Escort, like armed guard?
Well, I suppose you could look at it that way, but I was packing a whole different kind of heat. No, escort just sounds better than man-whore.
So you got paid for sex?
Yep. I was damn good at my job, too. But after a while, I just felt like a piece of meat and had to quit.
Then gun for hire.
When I quit the escort job, I had enough money to buy a pistol belt and some other gear. Bodyguards make a good, honest living, and I had the wits and physical build to handle most thugs. After saving a few tourists from trouble, I got a reputation for being a stand-up guy again, and after a decade, managed to save up enough to retire.
So, older fine-dressed guy with a whole lot of experience who previously worked in negotiable affection.
All right.
I think we just found our recruit for the boyfriend role.
I'm retired, but life has been a bit dull without some kind of action. What's the job?
James Garrett needs a real boyfriend experience for more discerning patrons.
Ah, I get you. So you think because of my past escort work, I'd be interested in that kind of thing. I got out of that work because it just made me feel empty inside. What makes you think I would ever go back to that degradation?
In a speech, you're a beacon of light in some people's depressing existence. Your work is art.
You know what? You're right. I looked at the whole thing from the wrong angle. I suppose I could be a loving muse to some, while simply relieve stress and tension in others. Thanks for that insight. Tell Garrett I'd be happy to start at the Wrangler immediately. Should be a nice change of pace from retirement.
Yeah, I don't need to tell him, he's running right there. And as for that ghoul cowboy, well... Now it looks like the Kings took care of some hostile type.
Come to Mick and Ralph's for all your shopping needs. Come to Mick and Ralph's for all your shopping needs.
Oh, and there's Lady Jane on the run.
Howdy.
Interested in working for the Garretts?
They already have that pig McCaffrey working for them. Do they need another guard?
This would be as an escort.
I've escorted my share of idiot tourists around Freeside. Too much trouble for what it pays.
When I say escort, I mean prostitute.
I'm all boot, knives, and leather, friend. And a ghoul besides. What kind of weirdo wants what I've got?
Turns out there are customers looking for someone just like you.
Weirdos into bullwhips and necrosis, huh? Doesn't sound half bad. What am I thinking? I'm no whore. And I ain't about to hand my ass over to some penny-ante hustler like he owns me.
One of the employee perks is a discount, or you being independent, maybe with a deep discount on the booze.
They do have a damn good selection of hooch over at the Wrangler. If I get to choose my customers, if I get to be a little rough with them, if my cut is fair, and if I get that discount, that just might work. Tell the Garretts I'll stop by to work out terms.
Alright. And long as we're here...
It looks like you took care of our short-term supply issues. In thanks, you can have a discount on medical services with me. Also, I would like to extend an invitation to join the followers of the Apocalypse. Your work here in the old Mormon fort has been invaluable, and I can't think of a more worthy recruit. Will you join us?
Yes!
Excellent! The followers' mission will be better served with someone like yourself traveling around the Mojave. As a representative of the followers, I present you with your very own lab coat. Wear it well, and may it aid our cause. Also, before I forget, here's a key to a safe house you can use to rest if you happen to be in the area. I'll just mark it on your map.
Well, I was expecting to not have this happen until I got all of the Gather 10 of each drug quest done, but alright, we're officially a member of the followers now. Anyway, the reason I came over here to say hi...
That's phenomenal. Who did you find?
The Garrett twins.
They supply Freeside with drugs and liquor. From my point of view, they're just better organized pushers. Upgrading their stills would increase their supply of liquor and chems. How does that help Freeside?
You get your chems can help anybody gets addicted. With a surplus of supplies, you could use your cap's influence to expand. They just need tech support and raw materials.
Good point. We wouldn't be paying anything for their supplies, just a portion of our food waste to make ethanol. We get food from nearby wasteland farmers in exchange for medical services, so we could put our caps back into helping Freeside. Tell the Garretts we'll keep their stills running if they provide us with supplies. Thank you for arranging this. You've been a godsend.
Alright, well, just for the sake of honesty... Oh. Well, the lab coat's actually better than the doctor coat, weirdly enough. And it doesn't look that much different from the outside, but... You know what? Job well done. I think we have just enough time done to take care of that sex bot. As I mentioned before, when we were running around Freeside seeing the sights, that there is an abandoned robot factory around this one corner, but I didn't go all the way around to it because, well, we're heading that way now, and there's really no reason to go there until you get this quest. Unless you feel like shooting a bunch of rats, which I didn't feel like doing at the time. Not a lot of folk in this part of town. Anyway, quite a few tools here, but Everything we need is here. Easily hacked computer. And run diagnostic routine. Upload programming routine. Program a sexbot routine. Routine accepted. And yeah, if you're not a sciencey type, you can get Mick to do this instead. And it is named Fisto.
Fully integrated security technotronic officer active and reporting for duty.
That's a mouthful. Let's shorten that to Fisto.
Yes, sir. Fisto reporting for duty. Please assume the position.
What? No!
I am programmed for your pleasure. Please assume the position.
My pleasure is for you to work at the Atomic Wrangler.
Fisto will report to the Atomic Wrangler for further orders.
Report to the Atomic Wrangler. James Garrett is your new owner.
Yes, sir.
And yeah, as long as we're here, we might as well take care of the rest of the rats. We could come back here if we had a need to loot robot parts. Nice job, companions. Alright, so with that done, and Fisto will very slowly make his way around there.
We're so close. Can we go to the strip?
Eventually, Willow, eventually we will head there. But not just yet, because we have many things we have left to do in Freeside. Luckily, we can shortcut through this door.
The Great Khan's moved out. One less mob of degenerates to worry about, if you ask me.
Hey, chum. Welcome back.
Found an escort who's a ghoul and a cowboy.
Imagine that. What's his name and when's he start?
Her name's Beatrice, and she can start immediately.
A she, huh? Well, I guess the customer who made that request can't get everything he wants. Hell, who knows? You might not even notice the difference.
Spoke with Jodie Farker. She said the followers will accept your offer.
Hey, that's great. We'll get some supplies sent over today as a show of good faith. Once our stills are upgraded, we'll never be short on liquor for our patrons. If Jacob Hoff is sober, we might even have a few new drinks on tap. Most might view us as drug-dealing enablers around here. But honestly, we care about our patrons. It's bad business for people to get addicted. We've got enough crime in Freeside without a bunch of strung-out junkies robbing traders and gamblers to afford their next fix.
And this is why I did agree to go to the Garretts, because honestly, yeah, they are muckraking filth, but they are at least trying to take care of the community, even if it is out of just good business sense.
You did? Ha, damn! I've been looking for one of those for years. For my customers, I mean, I'm not into that kind of shit.
Yeah, and then, thing is, Fisto is a heavy-duty piece of equipment built to last.
Hey, I'm amazed you even found the thing in the first place. Here is double for your trouble. Those freaky fetishists ought to be satisfied now.
Fisto is already programmed to respond to your commands.
It is? It will? My god, imagine the possibilities. It didn't happen to come with an owner's manual, did it? Ah, forget it. Trial and error should do it.
And then, you want a smooth talker for an escort? I found one.
And who would that be?
Old Ben has the experience and skill you need.
I've heard some stories of that old guy. I'm amazed he's still alive with how much he's been through. If the stories are true, it'll be a valuable commodity here at the Wrangler. I appreciate the find. Looks like that gives us a full roster of new ass to sell. Good work. Enjoy the bonus.
And then, how's business?
With Jacob Hoff sobered up, there are new drinks on the menu and sales are strong. People love the new absinthe and rum and nuka. House may have boxed us out of the strip, but we also don't have to deal with their bullshit. I think now that the followers are working with us, we'll be able to shape up Freeside a bit more. Yep.
And I am now liked in Freeside. And there's old Ben. And Beatrice has dressed up. And Fisto will probably be along shortly. So, job well done, I suppose. I think next time we will finish up on that debt collecting jig, and then we will see the king. See y'all next time, and thank you for watching.